When she was diagnosed, doctor comes in and he tells me some preliminary things, some things I need to know, but then says the thing that you don't want to hear. It says she has leukemia. I can recall saying to him, "Is that cancer?" Him saying, yes, yes it is. This is the kind of moment that no one wants to experience. Honestly, is one that produces a lot of fear and anxiety in people. And it was one that I had worried my whole life about, is experiencing something like this, some kind of life and death scenario. But I can remember just feeling calm.
So I got a call while I was at work about Aubrey's labs, and the doctor basically told me they were not good. Her blood counts were very low and it was dangerous. So we had to get her to the hospital as soon as we could.
One of the unique challenges of Aubrey getting this diagnosis in April 2020 was all of the COVID restrictions. The first 22 days we spent totally separate.
We have to FaceTime so I can get updates on what's going on with Aubrey. I can't see her, I can't hug her. And then I also have to just make sure that Landon's also having a good time experiencing being a 2-year-old. So it was just definitely very difficult.
We were thrust right in. There really wasn't a chance to stop and think. Once she was diagnosed, the doctor told me, we're starting chemo in 30 minutes. I knew that, hey, if I truly believe what I say I believe about God, and I've seen it in my life, then I need more than ever now to show that to Aubrey. The phrase that came to mind right away was, God's got this. And that's what I told Aubrey. And we prayed that. That became a mantra for our family, is that God's got this, no matter the outcome, no matter what happens.
And I feel like that kind of rubbed off on me too. I remember after just hearing initially the diagnosis, there was a calmness. I just felt overwhelmed with peace, and I knew that that could only come from one place. And so it was just very evident that God was right beside us.
Cancer is nothing that you want. It's nothing that you want to invite within your family. But cancer has led to our family being as intentional as ever. And cancer has actually had a way of helping us to have meaningful conversations with our kids and to have a perspective that we wouldn't have had before.
I knew me having a daughter with cancer was never something that I wanted. You know, I'm such a worrier normally. I always think about the what ifs. And so I thought, you know, if I ever had that diagnosis for my child, that I would not be able to handle it and I would be a mess. And it's kind of the opposite of what happened.
I think we both relate to being worriers. And I always would have thought my biggest concern would be, what if she doesn't make it through this? But I think the bigger what if, honestly, to us was, what if we don't maximize the time that we have with her? And what if we don't show her what it means to live faithfully and trust in God through this? And that really did change so much of how we operated and how we talked about things, how we spoke about things with her. The first few weeks were challenging. The next months and years continued to be challenging. But those are overridden by the love that we felt from God through people close to us, through encouragements, through things that you can't explain, people that have a story to share that is at the right time, at the right place. We've just seen God's love and providence for us in so many ways that it's undeniable.